Number 50. In an experiment, students roll a cart down an inclined plane of negligible friction. The students determined that the cart's mass is 0.50 kilograms, and the angle of the inclined plane is 30 degrees above the horizontal. The students used a motion detector to record the acceleration a of the cart as a function of time t. The data are shown in the graph. One student states that the collected data is not valid. Which of the following could be a valid explanation for the flawed data? I'm not going to discuss the possible answers in order, because first we need to discuss why option E is not really correct. It says that the student is incorrect and the data shown are accurate from the information given. Now remember that you have an acceleration downward of 9.8, and the downslope component of that should be 9.8 times the sine of 30 degrees. So the actual value should be close to 4.9 meters per second squared, when in reality is something closer to 6. Now, this means that option E is not really correct, and so we need to discuss reasons for this data not to be valid. In the first case, there is a friction acting on the cart reducing the acceleration from what was expected. Well, you can see that the expected one is actually lower, so this is not correct. On the other hand, option C, the cart has a mass greater than 0.5 kilograms, increasing the acceleration from what was expected. Now we know that the acceleration and the acceleration due to gravity are not dependent on the mass, so that's not correct. Finally, the surface of the inclined track is not uniform, creating fluctuations in the acceleration as seen with the bumpy line. That may be true, but it doesn't really explain why the average value is so much above 5. Option B, on the other hand, the incline is at an angle greater than 30 degrees, increasing the acceleration from what was expected. If you have some angle greater than 30 degrees, then the sine of that angle increases, and so you have a greater portion of the acceleration than down the slope. So that's probably the most valid answer.